God. Can you see the sheen? Can you see the rainbow? That happened. Hate these damn ant bites. Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
We're starting here, starting right now. 1, 2, 3. We breathe it in. We feel our hearts, they're pounding, rising up to feel the fire dance wild through our veins. We take a chance, no, we'll never be the same. Giving it all we got, giving it all. Giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world. No fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours.
Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? Craig here, back at it on the dive farm with some more demolition, and that is my tanks, or my tank. Previous video I was trying to beat the base out of it. I see that's pretty much solid, but last night or yesterday evening, walking around, I already took a shower and stuff, so I didn't want to go working and stuff, but you know, I always do a couple laps around the property to see what's up, get my mind set for things I want to do. So I want to continue on this, so I took my little sledgehammer, which I'll need today. It's a pony sledge, I call it, and I bashed around the seam where the two rings meet to see if it would knock free, and it fairly knocked free enough. All I really did was hit it along the seam, and that stuff that was, you know, holding them together right there broke out, although I did have to break along the bottom here. You see it's right there, but now this top piece is broke free from here, and I should be able to slide it off. So I figured I was gonna try and keep both of them intact, but I realized that that bottom one, that's probably cemented to that bottom part, and I'm probably not gonna be able to break that off. So I'm gonna have to smash this whole ring into pieces to see what's underneath in this mystery base. You know, in Thailand, at the temples, if you didn't know this already, but when they're building a new temple and they have like a new big old statue of the Buddha, the base of that statue is often filled with trinkets from the community. So as it's built, people will come up and they have a certain amount of days, or certain days that people can come, and they have like a little, might be a bunch of little old gold necklaces or some, you know, certainly a lot of valuable stuff, but at the same time maybe pictures of respected monks and things like that, and they'll put them like in a little bowl or a box or something, and then that goes in underneath into the base, which is usually a hollowed out area, and all that stuff stays in there for 100 years or whatever, you know, for blessings, right? And as a matter of fact, I was just looking over here, you can't see it, but you might have seen it in previous videos, they're way over there. You might be able to see it through that. On that mountain, they are completing a really cool temple. It's very ornate. It's got a lot of cool stuff. We went over there for the ceremony where they actually take the big gold topper, basically, the huge crane to hoist it all the way up to the very top of the spire and set that crown on there. And that's what the event is surrounded around. It is the setting of that crown. And that topper is also it's like a bell topper almost. It's full of all, you know, people's donation kind of stuff, and so it's very, very significant up there. And it's also made of gold itself, gold paint, I believe, with gold in it or something. But anyway, it was really cool. It was packed up there. Everybody had to park down basically through the forest, and then they got guys in pickup trucks like a shuttle that would take you back up there, and, you know, and get the blessings from the monks and all that. So it was really, really cool. It was packed. I didn't film any. I took some pictures, but I wanted to wait. I'm gonna go back up there on the motorcycle and take some video because it's really cool. And lots of marble, you know, and dragons in circles and stuff. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so the point is that when they build temples, they put stuff at the bottom for blessing and this and this. Does this bottom have stuff in it? I doubt it, because it's not a temple. But you know, sometimes bases are places for good luck, so we'll see. But what I thought of, you know, this thing's gonna be so heavy. I already mentioned that, but I thought at first, you know, I'd take both rings. Maybe I'd put one ring on this corner, one on this corner, and use them as planters, you know. But I'm not gonna have that ring because it's gonna have to smash it. So I'm gonna see if I can't just take this ring and slide it off here where it'll drop here. Hopefully it won't break. And then I'll just slide it, and maybe it'll be right here as a planter in between these two trees. That'd probably look cool, right? I'm gonna try to do this without losing a toe and without, you know, breaking my back. I'll break this before I let it break my back, so we'll see. And then I'll get to smashing some of this, see if I can't, maybe it can knock off the base a little bit, and then I'll see what's underneath there. All right, let's do that, man. Let's do that. Set my camera down over here so y'all can be witness to the demise. That thing's heavy, man. It is heavy. Oh my God. Stop. You see it? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that up there. I was hoping that it would flip right there and land. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, one thing right away is it's not level. Woo. Bit of a beast. It's quite large. And yeah, it's not level. I mean, if I get over here, I don't know if the camera shows it, but that's on the slope. I could move it out there farther and back it up with some of these rocks or something. But speaking of which, you know, it's got a slope because of the canal, yeah. And as I think about that canal, let's set this down. We are also, hold on a second. Gotta keep that fan on me, man. we are also in the decision making process or whatever, more permanent, or I should say city water to the property now. I had planned on, you know, sorting out my water tanks with the automatic drip. I mentioned that in the previous video, and kind of had the guy come out and check everything out and this and that and the other thing. I was getting ready to go back over there and kind of finalize the deal, and then I drove down the road and I saw the guys digging up the pipe, or digging up the side of the road there, laying water pipe down this way. And I thought, oh damn, we get water, very cool. And then I followed it, and he actually he brought the water pipe all the way to this, to where this road is, this other road from the property out to the front. And there's my neighbor's back here with the new house, and there's a guy over there. It's a police officer, let's see, who has his kind of a farmhouse, not farmhouse, but you know, farm away, like a hideaway. Anyway, the neighbor back here had laid power all the way to his house, although the city paid for the line, or the laying the power. He just paid for the poles, I think. But now that there was power, that farm guy over there, cop, he had power to his house already from the street, but it was kind of just on top of you know, eucalyptus tree poles or whatever. So now he's taken that down, and he's just went ahead and from the pole that's across from his property that the city had already laid, he patched into that and went straight across to his property, so he has good, you know, solid power over there. And then because they put the water pipe all the way to that end over there, it's actually on the other side of the road. Let me interrupt here, but so I thought, oh my God, I'll just get the power, the water come from in front of my gate all the way down to my house. I can do that, no problem. And but the process of getting the city, because we're on a border, kind of. The process of not of the city, but border of like just little jurisdictions or whatever. So anyway, the process of those guys coming down and cut through the whole main road, block the whole main road, and cut through there to lay the pipe for me and put it down and all that stuff is it's a long process, or otherwise a lot of everybody got to talk to everybody else and this and that and the other thing, whatever. And it seemed to be a non-starter kind of. But as the pipe goes on that side of the road down to here, it stops really right near the culvert that passes under the road. So what this guy has done, he has ran the pipe to his property in his irrigation canal under the culvert, and then, you know, right into the connecting to the end spot of that pipe, which is pretty cool. I mean, you know, easy for him. So now the neighbor, who actually has his own well water on the drip system, like I was going to do, is thinking about, well, the water's already here, I can pay for the water to come the rest of the way to my house over here, which is right back there. And now, that said, it would not be a difficult task to tap into the water from his house and lay that pipe on the backside of this. You know, this is another uncle's property, so to speak, but anyway, on the backside, actually that's his property too, all the way five rye all the way down. So basically tap into the pipe and lay the pipe along the canal here all the way up to our property, and then down this canal to you know, to the house, or to back here. Although that said, you know, hell man, well, I was gonna say, I could, if I wanted to cut costs, I could terminate it over here in that corner and just run the PVC pipe myself and run power back here, and have the pump and all that stuff back here on this back corner. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to run the pipe up here, probably be better. And then, you know, it'll fill the tank and then get filtered. Anyway, we wind up having city water that way. And in order to do that, but because no one individual wants to pay for the whole thing, and that guy evidently already paid for that, what we thought we would do is look at it between the three of us and kind of offset the cost. So us and then the neighbor over here and then the cop over here that might have already paid some money, we look at what the whole cost is for everybody, and then we split it 3 ways to see if that doesn't make it easier for everybody. I mean, normally you could say, well, the water goes to that guy's property from the street. Well, I could just pay for the street, tap into the street also, have it come to me, and I just pay for mine. But that wouldn't really be happening unless the other guy brought his water, and that guy wouldn't get his water unless that guy brought his water. So in the grand scheme of fairness on the farm, so to speak, you do a community cost on it and see if you can't make it happen. And as I described all that, that pipe would be coming down this canal. And even though that's another relative's property, if you look at the land markers, the canal is well determined on our side of the property. So anyway, the pipe would come down here, which may or may not need to be covered. I don't know. It probably doesn't need to be covered, but I'd hate for a tractor to run over it. But anyway, I'm just wondering if that would disrupt the way I have this, or I don't know. That's probably why I started the conversation. Anyway, I did have all this gravel, and there's actually sand on the bottom. This was my filter that I created for the water that I had. Well, I filled that up with water to be able to have cleaner water for the little crabby project I had trying going here. I think I'm putting my turtles and crabs in there, but that didn't work out. One, because my trap got ruined, so I wasn't catching turtles and crabs. But the water was still finding its way out of here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll clean this out. I'm gonna smash this right here and evac all of this sand and stone from in here and just toss it right into here, and that will be part of a dry pour. So I'll mix this, and you know, I'll probably do it with this bag of cement. Got that one bag of cement left over. It's starting to get hard. I'll get that one bag of cement left over, and I just mix it in with all that sand and stone that's in here. It's not real big stone. Mix it all standing like that, and then see if I can't just, you know, dry pour maybe the rest of this in here. I already did this part if you were watching when I did that. I got some of it here, but I'm gonna have to knock that off. Actually, you know what? If this is not cement underneath there at the bottom, when I knock that off, I'll probably have to take all this with the cement and backfill this big old hole. So maybe I won't be able to dry pour this part. But anyway, the idea is to clean this mess up, smash that all the pieces, get rid of all that stuff, see what's underneath there, and smash all that too. Smash, smash, smash. But I only have that small pony sledge. You know, I have to try and find. I think I'm gonna have to try and make a bigger, longer hammer, a longer handle, because the small one, man, it goes straight into my wrist, right in my hand. Brutal. All right, man. Well, let's smash a lacking. Back at you. I don't remember how much sand I put in there, but I came back bucket by bucket, actually 2 buckets at a time probably. I think I did it by bucket, and I just kept dumping it in there. And that is a lot of sand and gravel. And the bottom is flat and solid, so just gotta break the walls down. It'll probably be easier. Woo! Man. I want to keep swinging that hammer, but I done started it now, so I gotta clean it up, man. Gotta get it all out of there. Some bitch. What I need to do is I need to clear this middle out, smash through the bottom circle to see if it's hollow underneath. I just thought of one way I could check it out is by tapping it, right? If it's hollow, it should make a hollow sound. That kind of sounds hollow. I guess the hollow part was really just, so what they did is set the ring down there, and then they poured cement in the bottom after this was made, and then they set the ring on it, and then they put cement in there to give it another bottom, and that the noise is coming from there to there maybe. Okay, well it looks almost looks like it's sand. I did crack through this, so it is hollow underneath, directly underneath. And then it looks like it might be a mixture of sand and some other stuff. So I think the key is to knock out all this and then knock the walls out that way. Knock the walls out from the inside. Well, or maybe not, maybe I can if I break the seam or something. Anyway, there's still, but you can see there's, you know, this stuff right here, this is like an ant hole, man. This stuff, there was probably ants in there from when it was being made, and they just kept living. And just like I thought, it's a double wall. Yeah. Anyway, let me get to it. I want to run the camera all the time. I don't think there's any snakes in there. All right, man. Back at you. Getting there, whoa, but I gotta call it off. I gotta call it duty. Snake charmer duty. Let's go see what it is, man. Whew. Whoa, oh shit! There he goes. He got away. Oh, come here, you. Whoa, I got you. My hand there. I was spinning it. How'd that work? Wait a minute, dude. No, don't wrap around my camera. Yeah, I was spinning it. There's a rainbow water snake, rat snake. Beautiful. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the sheen? Can you see the rainbow? But yeah, I was swinging it to keep it from coming back on me with his head. And I was gonna just slide my hand down to the head, you know, so I could get it. But yeah, these things are harmless. Look over there, bro. Eee. Wanna see how pretty it is, honey? Wanna see the rainbow?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Got one. Whew. I think I need to turn this camera and then there you go. Whew. So we're going, bro. It's all right. Well, I best dispatch him. Maybe over to the other canal over there. All right, man. This guy will get back at you. Whoa, let's bring that over here. Well, that was fun. I just took him off back on the other side of the rice field back there, and I just chucked him out into the thicker grass. Hopefully he'll get turned around and he'll head that way towards the trees instead of back over here. Of course, my wife, she discovered it, right? So she just soon take that hoe and chop him right in half. But you know, I think over the couple years I've tried to influence her that, you know, with respect to that snake, it ain't doing us no harm, and it's harmless. It didn't even try to bite me. Matter of fact, I don't think those ones actually try to bite you. Even in defense, it was, you know, it did this a little bit, but I remember catching another one that it also didn't try to bite me at all. It didn't even open its mouth, just kind of. But anyway, I've had so many snakes here. Now I'm well over 50 snakes on the property, and but you know, they're harmless and they're not going to affect me or my life, other than scaring my wife from doing the work that she wants to do or something. But even then, like I said, over the couple years, and I've always tried to influence her that they're harmless. They, you know, if anything, they're going to help you out. So in this case, I got my gloves out instead of the grabber, you know, and I was a guy, and I heard her in the background. I heard her say, "It's harmless." So she was cueing into, it's possible there are harmless snakes. I just flashed on that. I was like, did she just ask me if they're harmless? Usually it's kill, 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 get it, kill, throw it, kill it. But yeah, so, and then it helps too, because the more she understands that they're harmless, the more everybody understands that many of these snakes, most of the snakes are harmless, the less you have to kill them. Although in general, I think Thai people, or you know, mostly certainly farm people in the farms and Thailand in general, just kill a snake. Everything, anything, just kill it. You know, don't take chances, because you don't know. Okay, kill it. Although those big old giant snakes, they might kill them too. They have to. I just saw a video where the guy was using an excavator digging up dirt, big old dirt, and he dug up. It was like a, you know, 20-foot python or 20-foot boa or something like that. And the guy's, oh, whoa, whoa, and he kind of got it in the bucket and then dropped it a little bit. And one of the other guys ran over there with a machete and was like, whack, and chopped him like right, you know, in the shoulders or whatever. And then it curled up. You can see it was going to die. But well, for the most part, you see a lot of these videos and all that stuff in Thailand of these giant snakes, and they pick them up and they take them. They don't kill them. They take them to, you know, a place where giant snakes can hang out and not die or whatever. I don't know. I know they do take them out into maybe into Khao Yai or somewhere where they're more natural habitat. You know, when they find them down here in the village or down in somebody's apartment or something, or in Bangkok, and take them out of there out to the jungle, let them loose out there. I could have put them in the bucket or something and drove up to the hills over there and let them go, but they're more inclined to hang out down here anyway, and like I say, they're probably doing us a service. Anyway, chipping away at the old cement. Not nearly finished. Still got a ways to go, but we'll get her done. And that is a crap load of sand. Certainly enough for this bag of cement. Might have to go get another bag of cement, or, you know, like I say, enough to maybe fill in this dry pour area better. All right, man, back at you. Well, alrighty then. Got her done. And boom, boom. I spread all the rocks and sand out. And yeah, that was a lot of chiseling. But yeah, it's probably just enough rocks to sand mix that it'll be I suppose a more robust dry pour. I got one bag here. That dry pour over there took 3 bags on top of bricks and stuff. This one will be different because the bottom is already flat. It's already cement. It's got cracks in it and stuff, but it's been layered up and packed in. I filled in cracks before. I put a lot of cement in there before. It cracked again. I put some more epoxy kind of stuff in there, stuff like that. So I'm thinking that it's not going to crack again. And this dry pour is going to be, hell, it might wind up being like 3 inches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy 2 more bags, and because this stuff is, you know, it's like I say, it's got rock in with the sand. Normally I would mix the sand and the cement in one dry mix and then spread it out like I did over there. But the way this is, you know, I think what I can do is I'll just pour the cement right on top of here, and I'll just at the site I'll mix it up by hand like this, you know, and then and then after it's all mixed, the rocks will still be kind of showing and stuff, but once I put the water on it for the setup or whatever, I will I'll put more water and I'll mix it more instead of just spraying on the top and like that. I'll mix it more right there, basically with my hand, and then I'll take my trowel to tamper down the rocks so it's flat, and then screed it, so it's flat. And in the end of the day, another way of doing it, so I don't have to hold the mixer. And the sand's already here, like I said, and the rock. And I might as well just dump cement on it and mix it all up, and then get it wet and let it sit. And I think it'll be fine. It'll create a nice floor, nice foundation for this floor. And this stuff, yeah, adds quite a bit of debris, quite the debris pile. Another, what the hell are you gonna do with that, Craig? Well, I got figured out. I'm gonna take my wheelbarrow, put it over here on the deck over here, facing that way, and then I'm just gonna load up the wheelbarrows, and I'm gonna take them over to that corner. If you guys have been watching for a while, on this corner of the pond over here, I made a fountain. I don't have permanent source of water going to it yet, but I did bring the hose over there and ran it over there. It's the way it would look cool. But looking at all these other fountains and ponds and stuff, I realized that I'm getting bit right here. I realized that I want it bigger, so I'm just gonna pile up all this debris around the existing slabs of debris that I made, and see if I can't just get it all tighter and maybe even taller, and certainly a little wider. But just start piling all that stuff up there, because once it's all piled and it's all sitting in there, a lot of these pieces are smaller, so that'll be good. And then I'll probably have some more, and eventually when I get enough of these scraps all laying around and piled up over there, maybe even some of that's broken roof tile, then I'll just take, like, I'll mix up some cement, by the bucket or whatever, and I'll just pour it over the top and let it basically kind of blanket the whole pile, so that it looks like a more natural rock kind of formation, and then waterfall will be better over there. But yeah, man, so the tale has been told. There is nothing underneath the base, no secrets, no bridge to Terabithia. There was some nasty ants in there, and I did get one of them centipedes that we don't like. Alright, man, let's see what else. Back at you. Yeah. Alrighty, well, got that done. And I hate these damn ant bites, man. There's a tree ant. I didn't get that bit on my foot at all, but when I'm making the trips over there to dump that stuff, I have some low hanging branches bothering me, so as I walk by, I reach up there and snap it and break it off. Sure enough, I felt it must have landed on my arm. I had one on my neck too, but I think I got it, or I can feel the bubble, but at least I killed it. It could just bite you and move on and bite my. Anyway, yeah. So the wheelbarrow, I made 5 trips on the wheelbarrow over there, and then that happened. Yeah, it's a dump wheelbarrow too, but the 2 pieces that hold it on, they just pulled out of the metal because it's cheap and it was rusted, so I'll have to do some welding. But then I I used my hand basket. Yeah. Oh, that was 17 trips with that one. But I did clear it out. So now I don't have to deal with that. And I'll show you. Oh man, my back. I'll show you what where I put it. My in progress waterfall. Oh, by the way, yeah, it's raining. It's fine though. There it is right here. Boom, look at that. Oh my God. Yeah. So those flat ones I had made, if you saw a long time ago video, I just mixed concrete here and I poured it right on the ground, let it get, you know, thinned it out, let it get hard, and then lifted the whole thing up as a big plank and laid it down there and stacked 3 planks up with some boulders between them. This is cool, but I gotta, you know, I want to try and make it. It's here like this. I want to try and make it about this high. You know, different stuff. Let's see what I can do before it all falls in the water. Because there's still a bunch of stuff over here that I need to, that I need to move over there. There's definitely, I got some cement bricks under there, and that's some cement board and stuff. I can use that. There's still a whole bunch of stone under here, that over there, even some of this roofing maybe. So, but yeah, man, it'll get done. My next task really is to oh my God, is to see if I can't dry pour that. I think what I'm gonna have to do though, first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay that bottom, I'm gonna cement that bottom wall so I can get just one brick, you know, one brick would probably be high enough, maybe 2, but one brick, and make it all level, and that'll help me also with leveling the floor. So right now I think it goes down a little bit, but the other side, if you can see behind me, can you see behind me? I put that one white, I have a PVC door frame left over from when I was building the shop house, and I think I can put that right in there. But as I mentioned, that wall that's right there, it's got those 2 cracks, and the 2 cracks haven't opened up again this year, so it's fairly stable. I could ignore it and just build off of that wall, filling it over here, but I'm thinking I don't want to do that. One, if I'm putting the doorway in there, I gotta cut the wall anyway. So I might as well knock the crooked side out of there. I can probably keep the level side, knock the crooked out, you know, mount the doorway up and build around it. Yeah. Okay, you see the rain? Tinkering on the pond top. Tinker. So what did I do today? This is pretty much it. The whole day was a demo day other than snake wrangling. But anyway, it was a couple of eventful few days here in my life on the Thai farm. Anyway, let me know what you think of my progress here. And no snakes were harmed in the filming of this video, so thanks for watching. Keep watching for more snake wrangling here on the Thai farm.